CFG. Going to be running right into this game now. Not much introductions needed for this one. These two teams are pretty well known. I'm a massive fan of Winky. I've played with him a lot. I've had loads of games with him, especially back in the days of CG, CB, clan base. Those were the days. For some of the reason, that's not working. Okay, so there's the game. It's going to be the knife round. This is the group stages. I'm Menace, and you guys are watching Quad V here, bringing you live coverage of the Qnatek LAN happening in Kiev in the Ukraine. And see the knife going down. Knife's not going to be too important, I think, on this map. This is personal opinion. You guys have to live with my personal opinion sometimes. I don't think this map is as biased as, let's say, things like Crash or something. I feel this map is a lot more... Ooh, I don't want to say random because that adds a bit of variables, and you never want to have variables in a competitive game. But I don't feel it's as biased to defense or attack. I think teams are starting to learn the metagame, and they're starting to realize how to play this map a lot better. So I think we should have more of an even game, no matter how, or no matter what sides the teams choose. That's what I meant to say. If I ever in my life forget, guys, on stream, to change it to the black screen, or to change it back to the game screen, you have full right to moan about me. And name shame me. Other than that, guys, do check us out, as I said before. QuadV.com for our main website. We can check out all the schedules and everything like that for upcoming matches. /QuadV on Facebook, @QuadV on Twitter. We'll also be updating all the games on there. And then, of course, /QuadVTV for all our videos on demand. We're going to be doing live coverage this weekend, and in 2 weeks' time, we're going to be doing Epic 9, which should be loads of fun. D-Man's going to be there with me. I won't be solo casting. I might get some casters in during the day if I can find someone who is available. I was going to have a co-commentator with me today, but unfortunately, that person had some work commitments, and it's just one of those. You unfortunately have to go with the flow, and you're stuck with me all day. So, scopes. Love starting with the scopes. Going to be starting there with neither, and we're going to have Winky on the other side. Actually, let's go with Winky. A little roster rundown before we start, though. For CGF, we have got Janny Blade, Glady Neither, and CDE. For Dobro, we've got Starix, Stilk, Winky, Zoe, and Baggy. Looks like Winky's going to be getting his nade out towards that car park side. Not going to be stressing too much about any rushes towards that A side. You do see that CFG has pretty much been absolutely annihilated. Still getting himself there the last two frags as he takes out neither two, and that's going to be an extremely quick round for Dobro, and that was not a good start. That's always the worrying start. Like, it's okay if you kind of have the slow picking off and the one person, you know, gets taken out, and then you know, it kind of goes for an exchange, and you know, the one team wins. I mean, the initial round is kind of just finding out where people play, but when your team just gets annihilated like that, that's a little bit more worrying. We do see still dropping off to an early nade, as it looks like they're trying to B-push this round, although they have got Starix to contend with. We do see him, like, fail swap his weapon, pull out his deagle. He still gets the frag, but unfortunately dies right afterwards. Neither gets himself a frag too. Blade now trying to push up here, as Glady's already on this B site. I'm going to have Glady peeking into mid. There's one towards the top of the street. Looks like he's not going to worry himself too much with that one. Has no idea he's there. Blade still trying to cover the back, although he's extremely exposed. And it's these little bits of movement that you can really just get caught off with. And oh, so close. The player just sneaks right past him. Now, looks like he's going down into mid. He is a little bit cautious on his backside. Ooh, finds Baggy, but Baggy gets the better of him. Glad he gets a shot there onto Winky, though, so it's down to a 2-on-2. And it seems like the round is starting to, I want to say, steady up a little bit more. Still takes out neither. He hasn't got any reinforcements from his teammate. The bomb's laying right in front of him, so he knows he just needs to stop Glady from moving in. Glady spotting, still move off to the right-hand side. Car's on fire. Could try and blow it up. Doesn't happen. Baggy with a deagle, and that's going to be 2-0. Looking so good for Stilk. Let's see if we can find him. I believe he's the SMG. Yep, there he is. And see how he's playing it up for his team so far. Looks like Qnatec's going to go out early towards the middle of the map, and then make his way over towards mid. Kind of a weird play. We've got like nearly a one-person A, one-person mid. And then one of the SMGs over on B side also seems to be playing rather aggressive. Stock, though, rotating towards that A side, going to go reinforce where he thinks or where his teammates are calling. Does get caught off guard there by Gladdy. And it's really, actually, I was going to say bad cover from the windows area, but that was completely smoked, so there's not much that could have happened there. That's just CGF playing really well. Gladdy makes his way up onto the flowers area. There is a player right there. It is Winky. He goes down. Looks like he's trying to go for a second frag there onto the player that was just going to get shot by Zoe, who's laying down. Now Zoe's in a very sticky situation. He's got 3 players all around him. He's only got 1 player in that arch, and that arch is never a good position to cover from. Oh, misses a +10 opportunity. And Janya's also going to get the final frag there onto Starrick. It's going to take it to 1-2. We see CGF picking up their first round in this match. Now let's see what Neil's going to be doing. We have been spotting the beginning of him every so often, and looks like it just can't seem to find Winky at all. So it takes out Jenny with the barrel explosion of all things. Stilks making his way over to this car park area. Looks like he wants to be a little bit aggressive, and he might actually get rewarded for it. Starrick also playing a little bit slowly. Glad he's heavily tagged up. He wants to move out. He hasn't spotted the player over to his right-hand side, though. Then again, I don't blame him. It is very difficult, but he's pretty much going to walk straight into Stilk's aim. Does do so. And I believe Stilk has spotted the second player there. CGF seem to be funneling themselves into this car park, and it's not working out for them. From their side, we do see the take out Winky. Players off to his right-hand side. He's worrying quite a lot about the rotate, which is fair enough, but he's the one with the bomb, and they need to start getting into that bomb site. Still keeps subtle, but lays down some covering fire, just trying to push them back. And, ooh, Blade with the AK gets a superior damage at that range. So, also playing this slow. He just does not want to die right now. He's just watching those stairs. He doesn't even care if someone moves onto the bomb. It doesn't matter, as long as he's not being pushed. We do see Baggy here in mid, though. Might be taken out. No quick reactions means that he gets the shot onto Blade and gets the shot there onto Neither. Following in tow, last player is CDE, and he's going to have a little bit of trouble here. Takes out Zoe before moving in to pick up that bomb. Fakes it. Is he going to try and catch the player off guard? Ooh, SMG comes out. There's no time. And looks like he's a little bit, I want to say, flustered towards the end there. Too much happening and does get taken out. Can't say I expect the Dobro to play this well, though. And the man who I thought was so incredible with the scope is just not doing well right now. He should pick it up, though. Still the early rounds of the game. Lucy Winky trying to nail down a couple of shots into that death alley, as some people call it. I call it the alley. Whatever it's called. Dobro opening up brilliantly. 3 frags have gone out early on. And we do see the last 2 players here for CGF. It seems like Neither's in CFG, as he doesn't want to be part of his team. But again, Dobro just casually walking around the map. They're just going to get into positions to stop the rotate back out towards B. Neither taking out Baggy, though. And they don't want to get too cocky. But when you're in positions like... Who's up there? SMG. Starrick. When you like Starrick on the top of A arch, you kind of know that the round's sealed. There's no way they're going to be able to push A. And you've got 2 players that can very quickly and easily rotate over towards B. Although, let's give them the benefit of the doubt. Let's see what they can do. Neither still trying to peek over towards the flowers area as CDE moves forward, drops down. It's got to be very careful. Player on the arch, knifes the air. Nothing going to come from it. Starrick takes him out. Neither's your last man standing. Winky with the final shot. It's going to push it to 4-1. Looking good so far for Dobro. Now, of course, some people will argue that the defense is the easier side. So they could be using that to their advantage to try and nail down as many rounds as they can on defense. But CGF seem to be, I don't know, they just seem to be clumping up too much. They're not really getting the momentum onto the bomb sites. They're not like aggressively pushing into the bomb sites. They're trying to just pick off the whole time. And when you're playing against Dobro at this point in time, they can clearly see Dobro doesn't want to peek out. Dobro's not peeking out at all. They're just sitting tight where they can. So the way CGF are playing is playing right into Dobro's hands at the moment. We do see Play taking out Starrick. Winky being very aggressive. He shouldn't do that. He knows better. Runs right into his teammate's fire. And you can't even blame his teammate for that one, because Baggy, his gun's in the way. He can't see the player on the stairs. Now, looking over here at the scores, we do see Baggy sitting on 8 frags, 2 assists, 3 deaths at the moment, while we have 5 frags for Gladiator Blade on the other side. So, seems like we have that one player being the tip of the spear, just breaking the attack of CGF. You see Zoe moving forward. Looks like he's going towards the Biatch. It seems it's been called. And looks like CGF are trying to push attack. I keep on seeing neither, and then I read CFG, and he confuses the living daylights out of me. CDE taking out Starek. We do have neither trying to cover the top of that street. Wink is going back around mid. He has been spotted though, and this is one of the situations you have no way to go. And looks like he made probably the best situation out of that he could. Takes out Blade, able to pick up an AK for all his troubles, and still has a scope with him. And of course now we'll just be able to stop that rotate. And again, just sitting inside. They don't need to do anything more. The other man down, so they will need to try and stop this plant. Although CDE, wow, that pixel shot. That shot that you just know nothing's going to come from it. I apologize for not chasing it over the layer there. It shouldn't say Lauren, or it shouldn't say Pansy. It should just say Menace. Winky being caught off guard, not expecting anyone to be sitting there at the bottom of those stairs. And looks like CGF are pulling it back just a little bit. Bringing the round back means that they will push it to a only 1 round difference, which is rather big. It's that whole momentum and the whole mentality, and you know, knowing that you can bring it back and so on and so forth. We do see neither though trying to scope it up on that B side. We do have a very aggressive push by the looks of it from CGF. Glad he's going to be the one heading up the push. Now, he has slowed down. Not a good move from him. I really feel he should carry on pushing. There's only one player over on the flower side. I know he's worried about the arch, but it's one of those things. It could have been smoked out. He would have been able to push up a lot more aggressively onto the flowers area, which I feel is something that they should be pressuring. Otherwise, it just allows them to get more rotates in. Oh, Glady with a nice shot there onto Zoe. CGF leaning up. Stupid Nether with the CFG. Now, Silk is your last man standing. SMG for Dobro. Looks like he's going to come out under fire from behind. It is Blade. Blade with an SMG, though. Going to help him out. Brings it back to 4-4. And unfortunately, no, I am the only one. There is no other people. And on that note, I'm going to change it quickly. Oh, I don't change it that way. I forgot. Got a cool overlay system. Anyways, massive shoutouts to Zershan, or Mr. Mackie Designs, one of the guys that helps me do all these graphics. He does it for me for free, so he's just an absolute legend. You guys have to send him love, but he doesn't have like Twitter or anything, so I can't blag it for him. Which, oh man, don't you just hate it when you highlight everything and accidentally click spacebar, and then you start retyping it and realize that you can actually just press Ctrl Z to bring it back. Quickly typing away, and let's try it again. There we go. Right, so back in action. You guys can check me out on Facebook too. I upload all the pictures and stuff from my events on there. I feel it's a lot better platform for that. And now 4-4, we did have that timeout. I don't know if it was a tactical. I doubt it was tactical. It was very short. It didn't seem like anything came from it too much in the end. And it looks like they're just going to carry on forward. Could have been just a technical problem. Could have been just a mouse or something like that. But it should all be fixed now. And we are going forward. 4 rounds against 4 rounds. And 3 players versus 3 players. We do have Starek, Zoe, Baggy versus Glady Neither and CDE. Kind of a split attack here, though. We have got these 2 players battling it out here on Death Alley. Looks like Starek's going to come out on top of that one, though. And that means that the last 2 players are in this A site. And how are they setting up for this attack? Zoe lands a couple of tags there onto Neither. We have got CDE trying to peek over now. His teammate has dropped as it didn't clear out the top flower side. And this is one of those things you just really need to do it. Zoe finally coming in there with a final frag there onto CDE. It's going to make it 4-5, meaning that Dobro once again take that 1 round lead. Baggy sitting on 10 frags at the moment after 9 rounds. If you're new to Pro Mod, that is a very good score. And I'm all flustered now because someone said I'm a nice shoutcast, and I usually don't get that. It's always the co-commentator that gets that. Anyway, right, head back in the match. We do have Jenny pushing over towards the B side. Looks like he's very fast. Oh, and he didn't aim, and that's what you get for not aiming. People still think that the SMG is completely imbalanced and that they just don't have to aim. Of course, glad he can do it, but it's very close range. But seems like it didn't work out for his teammate. He has dropped down into mid. Stilk is there waiting, and it looks like it wasn't called from his teammates because it was mentioned that or it should have been mentioned that a player ran into that that B arch. Stilk heavily tagged up, but all that's done is given away Blade's position, and being the last man standing, probably not the best thing you want to do. Now we do see him moving out here onto the B side, completely exposes himself. Zoe takes him out, makes it a 2-round difference, and that'll be 6-4 as in a move into the 11th round. Only 2 more rounds left in this half. If it goes a 7-5, I'm pretty sure it's the most average happy everyone will be. I don't think it's both of these teams will be happy with what they get. Defense being the supposedly buyer side means that they can claw back the same amount of rounds. It's not a massive split. It's easy to come back to. Then again, the same thing for DOBRO. It's a 2-round lead. It's something that they can work with. So it's like a 7-5 is the perfect happy for both teams. Winky goes down there to a nade as Glady tries to make his way to the bomb. And again, they're all just bunched up here on the stairs. They're not moving forward. They're not clearing out flowers. The smoke's finally up, which means that Glady can cross. And looks like he's very reluctant to do it, but he is going to do it. And this is, I mean, this is a sealed round for CGF. There's no way they can lose this now. SMG pushes up. Zoe goes down. Starek is going to try and hold mid. But there's no way that's going to happen with neither sitting there on scope in that little corner. And that means it's going to be 6-5. 1 more round left here in the half. Ah, some lovely coffee. Good to start Sharkcast, and we do see that Glady has taken the kill lead though, sitting on 11 frags, which pretty good. 11 rounds, 11 frags. Again, one kill a round. It sounds so simple, yet every single person in Pro Mod will sympathize how difficult that actually is. Now we do see Janny hitting an unfortunate bounce, flies up into there, making it absolutely mincemeat for. Oh yeah, just pretty much flying into rain of bullets. We do see him throwing out a couple of dots. He's not too happy about that one, but it was pretty funny. Neither now landing a headshot there onto Zoe. 2 versus 3. We do see DOBRO once again with the man lead. They look to be in good positioning. They've got a man towards the top of the streets at B. They've got a man coming around the back, and of course Baggy through mid. Now, the nice thing about this is I've got it all surrounded. Winky peeking out too much, but he's done that a couple times this game. We saw him pushing out through mid, being very aggressive when he didn't need to. Don't think it's the best moves from him. We do see Baggy sitting back a little bit cautiously, and now still making his way forward. There is a play just around the corner. Oh, Glady, what a peek! And if CGF bring this round back to take it to 6-6, they'll be ecstatic with that. Baggy just casually moving out, goes around both of the players. Going to be able to, oh, doesn't even take out one, and Glady just drops in from above. It's going to be 6-6 at the half, and I'm pretty sure that most of the people, or everyone here on the server will be happy with that one. Glady finishing off with a total of 14 frags. This is just the best of one, so there won't be a second map, and if it's a tie, it's a tie. It can actually happen. There's, I mean, it's group stages, so draws do happen. But yeah, guys, do check us out on Facebook, YouTube, and Quad V. You guys can check me out on Twitter. I'm at Menace. And, of course, just check out our website, at, sorry, not at Quad V, quadv.com, where you'll see all our schedules and all our games coming up. Now, heading back into the match, though, going to ready up very quickly. And we shall see the second half. Winky here with a nice front spawn. I'm very curious to see what he's going to be doing this one. And, of course, I just always follow the scopes at the beginning of the game because it's always curious. He somehow manages to run into a bin, which wasn't even in front of his spawn. Now it looks like they're going to be going for a push, and this is kind of what I want to highlight. Let's see if DOBRO can maybe pull this one off. Blade, though, laying down brilliant cover on A, and takes down both of the attacking players, both of the front runners for DOBRO, and now that means that the whole attack's been halted. There's no way that DOBRO can really push forward now. Jenny takes out Baggy, and with extra pressure coming in from behind, it's not going to make things easy for DOBRO. They've actually been forced back all the way into their spawn. Winky trying to peek around the corner. Can't land the shot though. He is being pressured. Can't land the no-scope. Jenny with 3-4 frags that round? It was 3 or 4. It was a lot. He's doing good. He's currently on 7 for 10. Okay, so he's not doing too good. He's doing good enough. Let's land. These things happen. Now, do we have a fast spawn from any of the SMGs? Looks like Stilksy on the front runner, but he's going to get his nade out instead. Starek's going to have to wait for that, for the early nade. We always know that nade lands there, and he'll just be able to sneak out from there. Throws an alley over towards the B-arch, although that flash, very well placed, means that Starek not only has to fall back, but he cannot push out at all, even though he had his rush defending nade going out. Has spotted a player towards that Flowers area, is not going to get anything from it though. Glady wanting to push into mid, but the AK fire is just going to reassure him that he should not do so. Baggy trying to run against the wall, just going back and forth. Oh, catches Glady off guard as Glady pushes forward. Not a very... I don't want to say it was like a confident push, it was kind of like a wimpish push, just crawling forward, hoping that no one spots him. Didn't go his way. Neither takes out Winky. And CGF with a 1-round lead are currently the man down. Still looks to be going back towards A. He has spotted a player there on that A side. I'm pretty sure he has. Pulls out the Deagle. His teammates called it. Zoe lands the shot thrown to neither. And now Dobro should be able to just rotate over and take out this A side. Jenny going to drop down. I don't know how he did not fall to his death. That is near impossible. I would have fallen to my death if that was me. Because the game completely hates me, of course. And I'm pretty sure a couple of people can sympathize with that one. Jenny's still heavily tagged up though. And it looks like he's going to try and go for the rotate through mid. Although he's going to come with a heavy fire. Should be taken out any second here. Starrick's the one that lands the final frag. And then it's going to be 7-7. As we now move into the 15th round. We do see CDE currently on 3 frags. And let's see if we can spot what he's doing wrong. Now, looks like he's going towards the B/mid side for a start. Neither takes out Starrick. Good start from them. It's a strong SMG runner down for the Dobro side. Now, CD just sitting back quite a bit. Flash goes out. He's the one that's been stopping the pushes. And then pretty much just sits in tight. It's not like he's being aggressive, but on the same note, it's not like he's really covering his teammates in this position. The attack being called over at A should have been rotating a wee bit quicker, I feel. Then again, Dobro still have the opportunity to rotate, so I don't blame CD for taking it slow. Now, with that final shot going down though, it's going to signal that CGF really need to get over to the woods at A side. CDE now getting up, sprinting through, and he's going to be the last one standing with 4 players still alive. It's going to be extremely difficult trying to push through, but I don't think he's going to be able to pick the frag here. And Deagle coming out, lands a shot thrown to Baggy, although both of his guns are now completely empty. He's going to have to reload both of them and make his way forward slowly. Has spotted a player towards the top of the flowers. It's just going to be a distraction, just wasting a time. And now finally moving on to that bomb. So it gets taken out from car park. It is Zoe. And those 3 rounds in a row means that Dobro will then take back the lead, which is rather strong from them. Especially seeing after how CGF struggled with the attack. But it just seems like their attacks are so much more structured. Gonna watch Starrick here. Looks like he's got the fast spawn. Is he going to push right out? Yes, he is. He should be able to get past these nades, and he does do so. Takes a flash, but he'll be able to rub that one off before getting onto the B side. There is no one on B. And as I say that, Jenny comes and pushes through mid. But CGF not actually taking the long route around towards the top of B, which is preferred by many, purely due to the fact that you've got so much cover to work with as you move on to that B side, whereas you're running through mid completely exposed, trying to get into that B arch. We do see Winky moving over here onto B to lay down the cover. Neither's let off a shot, and he's instantly known, whoa, let's slow this down. I take that back, let's just take off Neither's head. Simple as. Nothing to it. Now CD should be able to lay down some covering fire here on the bomb. We do have Winky pushing forward though, and with that Deagle in hand, and knowing the players there. Oh, it's so close. The one having an AK, the one having a Deagle, and you know you'd prefer the AK, but in that situation, if Winky just lands that no scope, it's all over. Winky once again coming under heavy fire. He has tagged up. Sorry, he hasn't tagged up Blade, and with that, there's only one more player left here for Dobro. It is Baggy. He's heavily tagged up, takes out CDE. They're now trying to push up here, but Blade with a shot through the post box, or little market stand, or it's tin. It's COD 4. It's something you can shoot through. It's okay. Diffused. That's going to bring it back to 8-8, and CDE with a frag that was rather important there in the end. So yeah, as we move forward now into the 17th round, we're going to see Jenny trying to push through this mid side. Failing it, it's not good. It's not a time to be practicing your pushes, man. Nades and smokes going out of course with the calls from the previous round, telling his teammates that Jenny pushes through mid. He should be pressured a lot. He's going to be pushing up, but he's waited for Starrick. Knew it. He remembered from the previous round. I doubt Starrick is coming to let that go by. And Winky takes our play there. CGF coming out a heavy fire. Baggy gets a frag onto CDE.
Explosions planted.
And with only Neither being the last man standing, He is moving onto the A side. I don't think he's realized that the bomb is planted at B. He's still trying to clear out the A side. Teammates, please tell him that the bomb is planted at B. I think he's going to realize it at some point and just start sprinting. But I think he's still expecting someone to be over here. And now moving back, he's clearing out. I don't know what he's doing. Does he really not know that the bomb is... Oh man, he's just realized that the bomb is at B. He's genuinely just realized that the bomb is at B. Okay, so I think he missed out on that one a little bit. It happens from time to time. Unfortunately, this is the LAN event where the group stage is rather important because they determine your placement in the playoffs. And determine whether you go through. So, he shouldn't make that mistake again. His teammates should have told him way beforehand, and he should have just motored it over towards that B side. Either way, we just see Bang on 19 frags at the moment. Jenny's still trying to push forward here on this B side. And he still wants to be aggressive. But let's move it over. But let's see what Blade's doing. Covering over here on the A side. Looks like he's rather he's gonna lay down. He's gonna play the stock standard, just not move in A, and actually gets taken out by Wink. Wow. Cyborg now taking out Daddy. Looks like they've got complete control of this mid side. They've got 3 players pretty much covering it. Able to put heavy pressure over onto that Death Alley area. Jenny takes out Zoe, and that'll instantly mean that Cyborg needs to try and push forward and just try and make sure that his teammates don't get taken out. There's no one else over at B, so his push into that B arch is pretty much open. Of course, he doesn't know that, unfortunately for him. Cyborg now trying to make his way forward. His teammate goes down, but he's able to get the revenge frag, meaning that DOBRO still stay the man in the lead. Make that 2 as Still takes out CDE. Now with neither your last man standing, how's he going to be handling this one? He's going to just walk in front of Winky's aim. Scope on scope, but with deagles. And that means that DOBRO take a 2-round lead here on City Streets. Now these maps are preset. I think I feel rather certain saying that they are preset, but I could be wrong. So I apologize if I am. But I am always curious when it comes into the group stages and the maps are determined that would it have gone differently on a different map? Of course it would have, but you know, as in the other team winning. So 2 players going down early on for DOBRO's now. Jani wants to push forward once again. I keep on pressing the damn SMG button and I keep on ending up with him. So let's flick it over. Did I hit the same button twice? Yeah, I did. Alright, okay, back in action. Blade sitting over on the A side. He's actually moved all the way up the stairs. He's not laying down in the the window area. Purely because Winky's pretty much picking him off most of the rounds. We do see Jani taking out Stilk, still being aggressive. Zoe's actually going to fall back. He does not want to be pushed up onto that alley too much. He doesn't have much cover to work with. And as Jani now sees that he is actually forcing Zoe over towards that A side. Zoe meeting up with his teammate. Pretty much just pulling both of them together. They're even running right into each other. Could be stacked up heavily. We do see Zoe and Winky quickly drop there as Blade and Glenn get the last 2 frags. Although CGF still around behind, so they're going to have to bring this one back. They're going to have to start fighting. They're going to have to start just not moving really, and try and hold that mid a bit more. It seems that CGF are just allowing DOBRO to take over that mid so easily. We see a very slow push coming out here, and that mid area once again just being cleaned up, and now it's pretty much all there for the use of DOBRO. They're trying to get out some nades, some geek nades, a nice little geek nade onto the stairs there. We do have Jani pushing forward, takes out Stilk, but quickly the revenge frag comes in. Winky now being called back to try and come take out Neither, but Neither hasn't showed up to the party just yet, and DOBRO actually down 2 men. Zoe takes out Blade. Winky trying to move over back towards that B. Oh, it looks like they're moving over towards the B side. Not back to it. They're actually moving towards the B side. Finally dedicating to a bomb site. Now Winky's going up against CD. Oh, sorry, Gladdy. He's actually swapped out with CD. CD was playing that position a couple of rounds ago, and seems like they just didn't feel that he was holding it well enough, or they maybe just trying out something different. But is Zoe pushing the top of the street? Although CDE with that AK takes out Zoe. And now Winky pushing forward, goes for the no-scope. Always that last shot hope. But unfortunately, CDE once again from the top of the street means that he's going to be taken out. So it looks like the change has worked out in their favor to an extent. Or at least when DOBRO are pushing over towards the B side. As they've got 2 AKs there, meaning that they've got quite a bit of decent coverage. They've got the 2 SMGs over towards mid and A, which means a lot more close range play, which I guess is what they're trying to counter DOBRO with. Neither with a scope takes out Starrick, as we do see Jenny moving forward, And he's actually got pretty much free reign to push up all the way here. Gonna follow him. I know we followed him a couple of rounds, but hey, he's doing good. Now, the barrel still hasn't exploded. His teammates better not shoot it at this point in time. Should be able to come around this corner. Oh, looks, yeah, just literally the worst time. And looks to the left at the worst time. Now making his way back in towards mid. There's going to be a player that is spotted. Oh, he should be able to get 2 here. There's a player on that bomb site. He's going to take out 1. Goes for the second. Zoe's able to squeeze away. No, he's not. Jenny just comes in and chases. He now knows where the bomb is. And he could go for the third one. Does do so. Pre-fires back as he hears him. And that'll be 11-10 as CGF bring it back. It is really getting close here. CGF now needing 2 more rounds for the win, while DOBRO need the rest of the rounds to take this game. Now, with Winky pushing forward, looks like there's a lot of smoke up for the DOBRO side over at A. Although, they're actually pushing over towards B. And I apologize for my throat, I have got a little bit of a flu, but I'm going to push past it and carry on. We do see Starink moving up in towards mid. There is a play off to his left-hand side. He is trying to be very meticulous with how he cleans out this mid area, though. He doesn't want to leave his teammates with a bunch of problems later on. Starink now moving over towards mid. Gets taken out by neither. You see Jenny trying to push up towards mid once more. Maggie laying in wait though, takes him out. Still goes on to Glady, and it seems that DOBRO waking up just a little bit. They're going to go for the plant here, as they have pretty much cleared over that A site. And they smoked the bomb instead of the arch, which is always a curious one to me, as they know the car park area is clean or empty, so they don't need to plant the bomb that's exposed for anywhere else. Now, with only 2 more CGF players alive, we do have neither in CDE. Still going to make an easy frag of that one though, and neither is your last man standing. He gets taken out by Zoe. 2 more rounds left, and I have no idea who's going to win. This is genuinely one of those games I actually have no idea or no judgment of who's going to be taking this game. It is extremely close. So let's take it away here with Glady at the start of the round, see if he's going to be getting his nades out. Oh, he's going to be throwing one towards mid. Neither with a nice shot there onto Starink as the smokes do go up. Glady moving over in towards the arch, and looks like he's just going to be the reinforcement for his teammate moving over on towards B. There is a player that has dropped in towards mid. He wants to peek out so badly. That urge for him to just peek out that extra little bit, but he knows what could happen if he does do so. Takes out still walking right in front of his aim. There's not much that Still could have done to stop that one. Now, Winky takes out Jenny. Winky with another one onto neither. Looking good here for DOBRO to bring the round back, but they've got to keep up the momentum. They've got to start working together. There's only 2 more players left here, so if anything, teamwork is more important right now for both of these guys. So you can't hang around that car too long. We all know what happens if someone just taps away at that barrel. Now, Winky pushes forward. And if you ever needed a scope to be aggressive, this is your man. Only other person I know that's this aggressive is Qnatek. And of course he stopped playing, which is unfortunate. But could have a Qnatek number 2 if Winky here isn't playing this aggressive. Smoke goes into the arch, and now he's going to have to clean out the flowers area, because with that smoke in that position, he needs to be able to make sure that the windows area is clear. Zoe moves forward. Oh, but he doesn't look at the most common spot. Zoe goes down. Sorry, Blade goes down after Zoe tries to draw him out with a teammate. And now he's going to plant behind the bomb. He's so worried. He needs to plant now. There's not much time. Laying down means his foot was exposed, and Glady able to just get off one more shot. He was tagged up, so made the round a little bit easier for them. Now we do have a 12-11 scoreline, and could we be seeing the second draw in 2 games? There's no way I've ever seen something like this happen before. So, DOBRO is needing to win this round to make the tie. CGF needing this one to make the win. This is round 2 for them, and I'll be able to update the scores towards the end of this round and let you guys know if this is their second win or if this will be, you know, their first draw maybe. Now we do see Starink moving forward, takes out Blade, nice and aggressive, bomb's gone down, and this is a lot better. This is what they should have been doing from the start, and I don't know why both of these teams weren't doing it, because as you can see, it can be so well executed with the right teamwork, and we do see that Blade's already left the game. He's got no hope in his teammates, and now Starek in windows. He's got to play off to his left-hand side. He's going to be walking backwards and forwards, pretty much clearing off these players as they move in. We do see Qnatek is going to be the last player standing. He gets taken down, and that is going to be a tie. So a tie for the second game, which is not something I expected at all. So, CGF, Dobro, another tie, exactly the same as we saw with Eeriness and ESPC. Either way though, guys, I have been Menace. Check me out at Twitter. I'm just at Menace. Follow us on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter, of course, which is /QuadV, except for YouTube, which is QuadV TV. And we will be right back, guys, with another match. I will be updating on stream in a moment, but do stick around, and we're just going to play some ads. Apologies, but we have to. See you guys soon.